G'day guys, Simon Christie from 4 Wheel Drive TV, coming to you this weekend from the beautiful Victorian High Country. This weekend, we've got 3 cars and I'm going to prove 3 things to you. The first thing we're going to prove is that Chinese cars are cheap, unreliable, they're not capable, and they're not durable. The second thing is that EVs crash and burn as soon as they hit water. And the third thing is that ladies are not capable 4-wheel drivers. So guys, let's get onto some tracks, have some fun, and see how these 3 vehicles go.
High Country is so epic. You speak to any 4-wheel driver, one of the bucket lists they want to do is the High Country. And guess what? We're doing 2 of the most well-known tracks in the High Country. Crooked River track, known for its 35 river crossings. Plus, we've got the highest unsealed road, maybe in Australia, up Blue Rag Range track. So first up, me. I've got the Tank 500 High 4T PHEV. Honey, she's got the Canon Alpha PHEV High 4T. And the last one, Simon, the one and only registered Tank 300 High 4T PHEV in Australia, and it's left-hand drive. This is going to be fantastic.
Well, here we go guys, the start of the Blue Rag Range track. This is the Chinese spec Tank 300 High 4T PHEV. So it does have a rear diff lock, but not a front diff lock. So I've got the low range transfer case in. We've got the rear diff lock on. This section coming up though is a little bit chopped up. Some pretty deep wombat holes, holy hell. Right, we'll see how we go walking through this. You can feel the traction control engaging. Even though I've got the rear diff lock on, it's making the front work a little bit harder. Too easy guys. These things are just so capable and it's just very, very light on the throttle there. Hardly any input at all. And while the High Country has so much to offer guys, you haven't seen the best of it until you're up on top of the Alps like this. Incredible views out to the front. You've got that amazing iconic track stretching up the mountain face in front of us. Rough, rocky, undulating terrain, plenty of wombat holes, a load of dirt to rock transfers, suspension's working well, gearing's working well. The ride is comfortable, concise and confident, just cruising through this. Just amazing. This is tricky and difficult terrain. And these standard cars are just eating it up in their stride. With the mountain looming in front of us and a long, steep climb ahead of us, it's going to be a little bit of fun. Actually, a lot of fun. Just walk through those wombat holes guys. And again, that's just with the factory rear diff lock, but the traction control, I can feel it and hear it kicking in, and it just drags the front end up and over, and even lifting wheels with the IFS, it's no drama. We're just walking through those holes like there's nothing there. These types of climbs for Honey in the Canon Alpha, she's got the longest wheelbase out of all of us, and she'll just be working through these so smoothly. No drama at all. The big challenge for her are these whoopties and the washouts, where she'll have maybe a little bit of challenge with the ramp over angle. She's on factory suspension, so there's no lift in that vehicle at all. So there might be a bit of scraping as she goes over the whoopties, but in all reality, it'll be very smooth sailing for her. That vehicle is front and rear diff locked. The transfer case, the low range in that is excellent, and she'll have no dramas at all. These vehicles, in my opinion, are working far easier at climbing this, and this is a decent 4-wheel drive track. Unbelievable. And we're making sure that we hit every wombat hole. We're making sure that we hit the hardest lines, and there's barely any throttle input. We're just cruising up this with no difficulty at all, and it's a real pleasure to drive. There's no stress, there's no strain. I keep saying guys, but a stock standard vehicle with just a good set of tyres, this is incredible. Just lock the tank into manual mode, rear locker on, and no brakes, and we are just crawling down this descent. The only thing I've got to do is keep the thing straight. And guys, I'm not here being paid to say these things. I'm giving you my honest opinion of what I've seen from these vehicles over many years of me testing and using them. And I'm not sponsored or partnered with GWM. Yes, they hire me to come out and do these test drives, but these are my perceptions. This is what I see, this is what I feel, this is what I've experienced. And I've spoken to literally hundreds of owners all over Australia. But the test driving that I've done personally on Birraclock Hill, the drives we've done with friends of ours over in WA, and guys who've had these cars for 7, 8, coming up to 9 years, and done hard wheeling on big tyres over and over and over, weekend after weekend, you just can't deny that these vehicles have the capability, the durability, the support, the backing, and the ability to be serious contenders in the off-road scene here in Australia. So the last word, guys, for people who seem to hate these vehicles, you just don't understand them.
I think these Chinese cars have proven that they can keep up with just about anything. Now let's see if EVs can survive through water crossings.
Crooked River is an exciting destination. It's always good to be doing water crossings, but these are some of the longest water crossings in the high country. Let's give it a test, guys, see how these vehicles go and show you what they can do with Australian water crossings. Okay guys, here we go. Let's get this big battery wet. Straight line, it's a nice long one. Nice and easy, crossing the Crooked River. The water is not even over the tyres. You feel a little bit of the stream pushing back against me, but no big deal, making a nice bow wave there. Clearing our way beautifully. The Tank 300 is looking like a perfect boat sailing across the river. Well, that's it guys, crossing number 1 done in the PHEV. Hasn't burst into flames, hasn't died, hasn't stopped working. No issues at all. It was a stack of fun. The fact is, guys, that the electronics and the battery on these vehicles are so well sealed that there is no way that the EV side of the vehicle is actually going to cause any issues at all. And you're more at risk of getting water in the intake for the internal combustion engine. That is your only concern with these hybrids.
So guys, when it comes to having confidence in the electrical system, when it comes to knowing 100% that you're safe in water, these things are actually IP67 rated. It means that you can spend 30 minutes 1 metre underwater with this battery and you've got no issues at all. And that is a global rating for water and dust ingress. So you know 100% you've got the confidence that they're rated, they're secure, they're safe, and you can have the confidence in the system.
We have just done our first crossing of the Crooked River. And one thing you've got to be careful of when doing water crossings is losing your number plate. So guess what, honey? You've just lost your number plate. What are you going to do?
I'll try to find it.
You're going to try and find it?
Yeah.
She's got no chance at all.
Oh, it's my bed.
I hope it is.
Okay. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
It's pretty deep in the second half, but you should be okay.
That's good to hear. All right, guys, here we go. A little bit more of a challenge. This one's a little bit deeper. Flowing nicely. Beautiful, pristine area. That is a little bit deeper. Look at that. That's more like it. No warning alarms, no problems, no traction issues, just straight through. EVs can handle a little bit of water. In fact, EV four-wheel drives are just as capable in water as normal four-wheel drives. So the myth about EV vehicles and water is not only squashed, but hopefully we've educated you guys on how well these vehicles are sealed and the specifications and standard for the sealing of all the electronics, wiring and batteries, and how that makes them not susceptible to water crossings at all.
No explosion and the EVs are still going strong. Now let's see how the ladies do off-road.
Usually the car is more capable than the driver, but in this instance, I've noticed that Honey is actually quite capable herself, and if not, she complemented her skill with driving the Canon Alpha up Blue Rag Range track.
Well, Honey, that was probably the more difficult parts of that track. How hard was it for you to drive that?
I didn't feel any hard track. Put in 4L, put the rear diff lock on, and then just drive.
You didn't use the front diff lock?
the real one.
Well done, that's awesome.
I think also the car gave me the confidence to drive because I believe the car can do it, so I just drive it.
As much as I want to say, Simon, you showcase your skill set going for the river crossings and going up Blue Rag. Your knowledge around the high country has been valuable in terms of the whole weekend, but I think Honey, she was a showstopper. Certainly showcased her full driving skills and complemented how well she can handle tough tracks using the GWM High 4T technology.
Well guys, this weekend we set out to prove or disprove 3 things. Well, the first one, guys, are these vehicles tough enough, capable enough, durable enough for everything you can throw at them off-road here in Australia? And the answer is clearly yes. We've tested them on some serious tracks, whether it's water crossings or climbing some of the steepest tracks in the high country, rocky terrain, loose, shaly terrain. These vehicles are seriously capable. They've climbed these mountains with no issues at all, and they definitely have the 4x4 prowess, capability and strength to do it with ease. Now, question number 2, EVs and water. We see this a lot from the online experts, the Facebook heroes, the internet engineers, and it is absolutely disproven, guys. We have put these vehicles through some decent water crossings. Nothing ridiculous, nothing over the top. We didn't want to challenge the internal combustion engine air intake of these vehicles, and there are 0 issues. We've done that with confidence because we know that these vehicles are not just built well, the standards that they've got to adhere to for safety means that their electrical motor is sealed up better than the mechanical internal combustion engine component. So you've got to have every bit of respect for EVs, hybrids, whatever it might be, in off-road situations, that they are not going to fail. It is well and truly disproven that EVs have any problems with water. All right, the third question about how well ladies go off-road. Guys, get the girls behind the wheel. In many cases, women have a fair bit more practicality, common sense and mechanical sympathy than some of us guys. And we definitely want to see more ladies getting behind the wheel and having fun off-road. And like Honey said, that car has given her so much confidence in what it can do. She's been really able to shine and show us what she can do. All right guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please leave your comments below. Let us know what you'd like to see us test next, and let us know where you'd like to see us next. We're traveling all over the world to find you the best vehicles, the best off-road opportunities and the best adventures. I'm Simon Christie from 4 Wheel Drive TV, and wherever you're tuning in, thanks for watching.
Click here to check out how an EV takes on the beaches of WA.